Okay, well, we'll continue with our assessment of the Mahadashas from Brihat Parashar Horashastra. We've already covered the moon cycle and the sun cycle, so refer to previous videos for that. And we've also looked at, in general, how to assess and judge a Mahadasha cycle in the first video within this series. So on to Mars. So Parashara states, should Mars be in his sign of exaltation, in his Mula Trikona, in his own sign, or in a Kendra, or in the 11th, or in the 2nd with strength, be in a benefic Amsha, Navamsha, and be associated with benefics, there will be during his dasha acquisition of kingdom or attainment of a high position, administrative or political positions in governments or within one's work, gain of wealth and land, recognition by authorities, gain of wealth from foreign countries, gain of wealth from hard work, acquisition of conveyances and ornaments. There will also be happiness and good relationships with co-borns or with siblings, because we know that Mars rules over these things. If Mars with strength be in a Kendra or in the 3rd house, there will be gain of wealth through valor, victory over enemies, happiness from wife and children. There will, however, be possibility of some unfavorable effects at the end of the dasha. So we must remember that Mars, even though he's a malefic planet, he only has one enemy, and that's Mercury. And so really, he can work very well for a person during his dasha, but he will work you hard to get it because he's malefic. So if you're okay working hard, striving to achieve, using your courage and your valor, Mars can give great results during that time. And we'll be able to understand if you have that capacity by analyzing your birth chart in the first place. If, however, you're a little too timid or not able to take the initiative, that's when Mars typically causes more difficulties during his dasha. So just like with all the other planets, based on the position, the state of Mars, that will tell us how well or how difficult will the Mahadasha of Mars be for each of us when we run that cycle. Now, Parashara then goes on to say the unfavorable effects. So should Mars be in his sign of debilitation, be weak in an auspicious house, such as the 6th, 8th, or 12th, be associated or aspected by malefics, there will be in his dasha loss of wealth, distress, and similar effects. So it's very short, whereas all the other descriptions of the negative, it was a little bit longer. So one more time, we'll reiterate that. For Mars Mahadasha. Should Mars be in a sign of debilitation, be weak in relationship to house, such as being in an inauspicious house, the 6th, 8th, or 12th, or be associated with malefics or aspected by malefics, there will be in his dasha loss of wealth, distress, and similar unfavorable effects. So we keep this in mind as we consider the Mars dasha, while also remembering that we need to analyze the full gamut of Mars. How is he being impacted by his friends, Sun, Moon, and Jupiter? How is he being impacted by Mercury? Are there natural benefics impacting him, natural malefics? These will all color which direction the overall emphasis of this dasha goes, just like with every planet. And as with every planet, we need to be able to look and see where is Mars placed from each house within the chart. Where is he placed from each particular planet within the chart? Where is he placed in each Varga? Only through assessing all of these things can we get a direct understanding of the promise of Mars, and also noting what planets are transiting Mars within the birth chart, and where is Mars transiting during that Mars dasha. So there's a lot to understand, but if you can take your time with it, you can get some very detailed, important foundational information about the Mahadasha of Mars. So thank you very much for tuning in. And next up, we'll be looking at the Rahu Mahadasha cycle.